following video is rated PG, which may contain some material that is unsuitable for younger viewers.
Good morning everyone, welcome to this, well, rather sad episode. Yeah, we don't usually make episodes like this, but we just wanted to do it to tell you what we went through. You know, that announcement that this podcast would be getting cancelled soon.
And we'd also like to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below, and what you miss about it the most.
Anyway, unfortunately we're not in the mood for what to talk about in this episode, just our reactions to this unexpected, but sad news. But before that, it's the G4p news.
This is the G4p News. I'm Sophia Fowles. YouTuber Whistling Diesel, whose real name is Cody Detweiler, was taken into custody on November 12 after law enforcement executed an arrest for tax evasion at his property, according to images he posted on Instagram. Detweiler, 27, was booked in Williamson County, Tennessee, and was later released on bond the same afternoon. Whistling Diesel shared multiple photos and security camera stills showing officers taking him into custody. His post included the caption, "One so big they thought I was cheating. 100% real, not AI." YouTube has responded to a mass wave of channel deletions as YouTubers have lost their content without warning, believing they've been wrongfully terminated. When it comes to making content on YouTube, there are plenty of rules and guidelines creators have to follow in order to stay active. If you fall foul of these rules, you'll typically receive a set of strikes before your channel is taken down. Legendary YouTuber James Rolfe, better known as the Angry Video Game Nerd, has become the latest influencer to release his own food, and as no surprise, his is a hot sauce. The Angry Video Game Nerd has been an internet icon since the 2000s. Rolfe was one of the first creators to start reviewing vintage games and producing episodic content, where he furiously plays through some of the hardest and poorly designed games ever made. Now, Rolfe has unveiled his own batch of hot sauces, paying homage to Cinemassacre, AVGN, and they are available for pre-order right now. In weather, we'll be expecting showers with strong winds and rain as a cold front engulfs the nation, but tomorrow we'll be seeing mostly cloudy skies. More news can be found on the G4p News website.
Okay, so now we're gonna explain everything you need to know about this podcast. In December, we'll be airing the final episode of this podcast, bidding farewell to you guys after 2 years. I know you guys are upset seeing it end, but like what people would often say, nothing lasts forever.
I remember the time when you were working for Retro Radio back in the day. We learned about this new radio station, Curriculum FM. Yes, that's what Galaxy Radio used to be called. We signed our contract there, and it felt like a great opportunity to take part in this kind of station. That's how we started this podcast, way back on December 18th, 2023.
Yeah, we've been around for more than half a year, and we've had a pretty decent run on not just Galaxy Radio, but also this channel. We even had a TV show, The Life of Emily and Trevor, but we cancelled it for something I'd wish not to talk about. Things were going pretty smoothly, but that all changed. The people who work on this podcast aren't being paid enough, not a single penny, a dollar, a cent, anything. This has been going on for, well, quite a while now. Galaxy Radio realized that they're under a serious financial strain, but no one noticed it at all. The station held a meeting in the boardroom to decide the future of the network, and what would happen to other podcasts, like ours.
But when I watched the big picture up fronts this year, I felt optimistic that this podcast would continue in 2026. However, it turns out that it won't. They just cancelled it. Galaxy Radio felt like this podcast isn't relevant anymore, and it was time to move on. I think the real reason why they're cancelling our podcast is to save money. Yeah, that's the sad reality of what companies are doing these days. However, Chuckcast, Rufflecast, and Minecast will still be around for the foreseeable future.
And now, here's what you guys have been saying relating to this topic. My favorite moment for G4p TV Breakfast is by watching the first episode. Yeah, the first episode was completely different.
I remember the time we used to do celebrity interviews from Hungarian entertainers, musicians, and other people, but we don't do that anymore. I mean, what is even the purpose of this podcast anymore? I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional there. All that hard work we had on this show is all gone. All of it. This podcast saved our careers, but it's now going down the drain. We don't even know what to do now.
So, yeah, now you know. Now you know how we feel after this podcast is getting cancelled, and I'm sure you guys have the same reactions as we do. Actually, you know what? We're not even in the mood for a Q&A right now. We're too tired to focus on that. We're just gonna end the video right there.
And just so you know, we'll be taking a break for a few weeks, just so we can try to calm down and warm up for our final goodbye episode. The new episode will be on December 1st, if it all goes well.
But yeah guys, Chuckcast is coming up later today at 12 p.m. So, see you then. Bye.